Yo, what's good, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing well today. And today what we have for you guys is a Man of the Match Andrea Pirlo review. Now, before I get into anything, ladies and gentlemen, I will say that it was very difficult to get clips of this man throughout all of the games I've played. I played about 8 games with it. Here you go, you guys can see I played about 8 games with him. No goals scored, but remember that Andrea Pirlo is more of a creator. He's more of an orchestrator of the midfield, and he's got a low attacking work rate and a medium defensive work rate, which I like for a midfielder. I can't say that I don't like that. But let me just say this. The team in general was terrible. By far one of the worst teams I've used on Ultimate Team, and I really don't know why. If you guys remember in my previous stay-in D1 run, I used the full Serie A team, and I loved it. I had so much fun with it. I had Francesco Totti at the center forward position, and he seemed to play way better than Montolivo. So very, very disappointed with this team, to be honest with you guys. In fact, let me show you something. I did 2 Division 1 runs. Anytime I do a review, I always play the games in Division 1, simply because I want to come up against the best possible opponents. And I have lost one of the worst losses in all of FIFA 13, mainly because of the defense. And I'm going to go over everything while we go back to the team here. But you guys see the first game, I won 4-3, conceded way too many goals. Look at the second match, I lost 8-3. By far my worst loss in about a year. It was complete domination on his end. My defense was caught left and right out of position, and on top of that, it was raining, so I could never, literally every shot he took went in. Now granted, I had a lot of chances. I had 16 shots on target, but Joe Hart played an insane game, so the scoreline is probably a little bit further apart than what it should be, but he kicked my butt. Let's just be frank. I lost 8-3, absolutely dominated me. And that's what I was frustrated about, is how poor the defense played. And you look at the defense, you're like, how in the world do you concede that many? You've got Chiellini, you've got Criscito, you've got Abatti, you've got Andrea Barzagli. You would think that no way you would be able to concede against this defense. But let me tell you guys, in the previous team, I had Ogbonna instead of Barzagli, and what a difference he makes. He was Andrea Barzagli is by far, I don't know why he's so terrible on Ultimate Team. Constantly out of position for me. 68 pace, I don't mind, but he's terrible in the air as well. So what I would do is I swapped out Bonucci, who played way better for me. So in the future, if I use this team again, I'm definitely not going to use Andrea Barzagli. There's no way I'm going to go ahead and use him. So just wanted to get that out there. Now let's go ahead and talk about Andrea Pirlo. When I first made this team, I actually had him right smack dab in the middle, right there, playing in the middle of the pitch, and it didn't work well for me, to be honest with you guys. His work rates are perfect for that position, but he just is not strong or good in the air for me, so I went ahead and switched him with Daniele Di Rossi. The team played way better. His passing is actually very good, but his shot has improved quite a bit as well. So I can't say that he's a bad card, but he's definitely not worth the coins. I bought him for 485,000, I think is what I got him for, and I can't say that he's worth it. I've used his 87 card, and it plays just as good, really. Honestly, it's not a big difference from one another. Obviously, he got a lot of stat boosts. His agility went from 68 to 71, his balance from 81 to 84. Very minor upgrades, but his reactions went from 88 to 97. So that's where you see his dribbling pick up a little bit. And other than that, you weren't really seeing major differences. His free kicks went up by quite a bit. That's where you can see it. His long passing, he already had 96 anyway, went up to a 98, but his long shots are definitely better, and his shot power is definitely better, went from 80 to 90. So he did get decent upgrades, don't get me wrong. He got very good upgrades, can't complain about them whatsoever. Now, is he worth the coins? As I've said before, absolutely not. Get the 87 version and you'll be just fine. He did not get that many stat upgrades. So I can't justify the fact paying 400-some thousand for the 88 Man of the Match Andrea Pirlo. It's unfortunate. I was really hoping for a lot more from him, but there's not much you can really... To me, I've always said this about Ultimate Team. To me, when you're buying a player, especially a midfielder that's not a cam, it's very difficult to see how big of a difference they make. You can spend a lot of coins on defenders, attackers, center forwards, cams, all of that stuff, and you can really see how much of a difference they make. But midfielders, specifically center mids, you can't really tell the difference that much from their non-inform. And I could say the exact same thing about Andrea Pirlo. Now, again, I looked for clips and clips and clips through all of my games, and I just could not find anything that really highlighted what he could do and say, oh wow, that was really good. So I'm going to try to gather again some clips of him and maybe force the ball to him to see what I can do and show you guys some clips. So I'm going to go ahead, play a couple more games, come back, hopefully have more clips, and then we'll go ahead and talk about him a little bit more, and I guess I'll let you guys know my final thoughts at the end of this video. Alrighty guys, so I went ahead and played a couple of more games, try to feed him the ball as much as possible to get more clips, and right off the bat you guys can see he's much pacier than 62 pace. I would say he feels almost about 68, as he was kind of able to keep up with Sergio Ramos there and score the only goal that I scored with him in 11 games. So if you guys are looking for a goal scorer, you should probably look away. Man of the match Andrea Pirlo is not going to do that for you. It's really hit or miss with Andrea Pirlo. Some people love him and some people hate him on Ultimate Team, and that's because it really depends on your play style. If you're a counter-attacking person, then you probably will hate using him. Don't forget his work rates are low attacking, medium defensive, so he sits back a lot. If you don't manually control him, he will sit back and almost play as another defender for you. So he's great if you like passing the ball around and build up play. Again, if you like controlling the pace of the game, able to dribble, he's able to slither his way past the defense and lay the ball off for a nice goal from someone else. And you guys can see a couple of clips here. I did try to get some shots off with him. Nothing spectacular. You guys have probably seen much better from other midfielders. So I repeated this multiple times. Don't expect to be scoring a lot of goals with him. But if you're expecting to get a good midfielder for 450,000 coins, you will be disappointed. His normal card does all of these things just as well. There's really little to no difference between his man of the match card and his normal card. The only thing that I could really tell a huge difference is his pace. He does feel quicker than his normal card. Other than that, you won't be getting 450,000 worth for a midfielder. But as I said before, it's very hard to justify spending 500,000 for a central mid. You don't really get to use them as often. That's just the way Ultimate Team is. People like strikers and center backs, you can really feel their impact more than a midfielder, in my opinion, especially if it's not a CDM. But with all of that said, guys, it really comes down if you have the coins or not. If you have the coins to blow and 450,000 coins to you is nothing, I would say get them. But if you don't want to spend the coins and it's more of a value just to have him, really, he won't really improve your team, I should say. If you get the 87 version or the 88 version, you won't be able to tell the difference. If you just want an orange card, that's the only reason to buy him. So that's what I would rate him. Is he a great player? Absolutely. I love using Andrea Pirlo on Ultimate Team. He's one of my favorite midfielders on Ultimate Team, but a lot of people don't like him. So it really comes down to, does he fit your play style and do you have coins to blow? In my opinion, save your coins, get another team of the season midfielder from the Serie A, will do just as well for you. Stick with the regular 87 version of Andrea Pirlo. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you guys did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see daily FIFA content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I mean, what else you gonna do? And I almost forgot, before we head out, the winner of the 1,200 Microsoft points, and this was random, so if you didn't get picked, please do not be mad at me. I literally went to random.com or whatever it was and plugged in all of the entries. Took a while, and we came up with the winner. The winner of the 1,200 Microsoft points is the Sport Update. That's the YouTube name I have, the Sport Update. So if your name is the Sport Update, it's on the screen right now. Send me a YouTube message and I will send you your 1,200 Microsoft points, man. Congratulations. Hopefully we can do more giveaways in the future. It was my first one. Went pretty well. Pretty happy with everything. And I just want to say Thank you guys so much for supporting me for almost a year now. It's been an awesome ride on YouTube. I'm going to continue to do what I always do, try to be entertaining, try to provide as much content as I possibly can. You guys have been really, really nice of understanding that I do have a real job and sometimes I do get obligated. And you guys have been awesome for just understanding that sometimes I can't upload every day, but I do my absolute best to upload at least 5 to 6 times a week. And sometimes, like today, I'll upload 2 videos. So thank you guys so much, and hopefully we go on with another year and longer on YouTube. You guys all take care, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video. Peace.